Okay. I should be good to start now. So, we'll switch over here. As you can see, it's Porpo music, just like per usual. Then, the next thing to do is to start up Guilty Gear. Where is it? Here it is. Yes! Sometimes, sometimes I remind myself I've gotta sit in my chair a bit better so that my camera can see my face a bit better. Because it's not as nice when I'm always tilted forward like this. I was getting lonely tonight, thank you. Well, I'm glad I could be here for you then, Mental Martyr. Feel free to talk as much as you want or as little as you want. I will do my best to be talking. Nia mentioned when we were playing VR chat yesterday that I'm a lot different off stream than on stream. I was a lot calmer. And I think that's just because being on stream is just very fun for me. It's like a perfectly controlled environment, to be honest. So it gives me a lot of freedom to express myself and be as excited as I want to be. I'm also encouraged to be excited, just by virtue of being excited being more fun for people to watch, I would assume. Very rough night. So good to hear your voice and familiar voice. Hi, Magic Girl! It's good to see you. It is good to see you. And yeah, I definitely understand the thing about the familiar voice. I'm just glad I can help you out in that way. How are you doing, Magic Girl? It's been a second, hasn't it? Yes, it has. I lost my train of thought. I don't even know if... I think we got to the end of the rails, actually. I said everything I wanted to say, and then that was it. No more thoughts, head empty. I did today, OVR chat. Did I not change the stream category? Should say Guilty Gear. Hang on. Should say Guilty. Yeah, it says Guilty Gear. It's been a bit, but I'm good. That's good. Or were you seeing over here or something? That reminds me, I'm holding a talk show now. What's the chances you might care to be on it? It depends on when, you know? Because I have a lot more free time now that I'm on winter break. But if you want it to be like no siblings or parents on meetings in the background, because I still live with my family, if you want me to have good audio with no background noise, when is on your time? Fair enough. Fair enough. Because if it's like around the same time as one of my streams on like a Sunday perhaps, so like 9:30 p.m. PST Sundays, that would work pretty well. For me at least. But it could also be any other day at the same time, and that would also work, and I can just skip stream that day. As long as I can compensate, I can try. No worries at all. And you can DM me about it later, and we can work on something that works for both of us super well. Rather than something that works for a little... Blarg! I cannot speak. Something that works for us both super well, rather than something that works a little for both of us. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Beam boom beam boom beam boom. Beam boom beam boom beam boom. So now, you know what I should do? I should add open lobby to our title, so people know. First episode is on YouTube. I had Orbit and Docker Surgeons. We discussed lore and space. Well, I'm gonna have to... Hang on. I'm gonna have to go to YouTube. I'm gonna have to see about this. Should be subscribed to already. Don't know why I wouldn't be. Hang on, we've gotta go to channels. That hasn't helped. Alright. Well, I'll be able to find it later, I'm sure. It was very cute. I think the name is pretty rad. Uh-huh. Here, looks like... Hi there, sweet girl. You're so sweet. I'm gonna turn the game audio up for you guys a bit. Might be a bit more nice for y'all. Mocktails with Martyr. That's something I can search. Here, we'll close out One Piece for now. Comedy stories and Here we go. Now I can put this on my watch later. And it's the first result as well. Wordplay. Mm-hmm. Very good. The audio seems to... I don't know if the audio is lagging for y'all at all, but it seems to be a little for me. I wouldn't know. Anyways. It is a bit. Wonder why that is. It's a little concerning, don't you think? What Proton version is it using? Experimental. Alright. What if we verify those integrities? We're gonna stop this for now while we get this going. Then if we instead... No, I do think we want experimental, because experimental's been the best one for me in most situations so far. Also, I love you. I love you too. Very odd, very odd. But what if we, just turn this off anyway? Well, we'll see if it's better. We'll see if it's better. It could be terrible all day. We might as well. Oh. Did it fail to open there? Or did I just cancel it on accident? Both could have happened. Let's see about letting it process these Vulkan shaders. Because from my understanding, Vulkan is a rendering engine, sort of an alternative to OpenGL, that's meant to be sort of a lower overhead, which means that, like, less processing power to my understanding. So, supposedly, like, theoretically, it'd be easier on my graphics card if we let this load, right? But it would require just, like, some conversions, I think. Vulkan might be based on OpenGL. I really don't know. Somebody smarter will, for sure. I have this penny in my hand, and I'm just blink. Speaking of pennies, I've gone back to propping up my graphics card with a wood block and a couple pennies because, what was I saying? Well, because it was starting to sag a bit. Also, I'm buying new VR controllers. Mine broke. Oh, I get that, yeah. I don't know if you saw, I don't know if you're on Blue Sky Mental Martyr, but I'm on Blue Sky, and I mentioned there, I got Slime VR trackers working, so now I have some full body stuff, or at least my legs and chest and, hips. So I have chest, hips, and legs. Thigh, ankle. Yeah. So your boy gets to VR again. Yeah. I hope that works out for you. Yeah. It's my brother's, technically. He actually made them himself. Built them himself. And they've worked well so far. I only did a little bit with them. I didn't do very much. But they worked in VR chat, and that's pretty nice for me. I took a fun picture. I can actually show you guys the picture. Right now. Boom. This is the one. You see, you can tell the slime is working because my leg is lifted. And then it would be nice if this was like actual hand tracking, but no, I just was pressing the buttons in the right way to make it do that pose. But it's still cute. It is still cute. Wow, wow. I'm just making noises out here. Oh, my penny. I'll be right back. Yeah. Got it. I need them slimes. Your boy can't sit. That's so real. I was playing with somebody the other day called Puppet, and their tracking was just impressive. I don't know how much it was. Avatar problems, you know how it be. Yeah, I don't have Go-Go Loco on mine currently, which is obviously like the main animations thing. outside of the VR chat defaults that people use. I don't know how to do things. It's all a complicated mess. From my understanding, I've got to export my what's it? I gotta export my Blender as an FBX. And I don't know if I was doing it. I might have been exporting it as a VRM before. It is bogus, but there is ways around. There sure is. But yeah, I might have exported as a VRM before, which might have been why it caused issues with textures. But I shouldn't have. It should have worked to export as that. But I'll work on it, or maybe I won't, because I am going to be trying to make my own model. I think my reference is at a place where I'm able to use it to start sculpting in Blender, and then we can put clothes on it once we have it sculpted. We'll see if it works, you know? It would sure be great if it did. Because having my own model, and I mean really my own, not something limited by what VRChat, or not VRChat, by what Vroid can do. They both start with VR, so I got it confused there. Having something really my own, not limited by what Vroid can do, would be pretty awesome, I think. Because Vroid, it's a great for me to get started. It was great to get some basics. I got some practice with Blender for importing to VRChat. But I want more. I'm greedy. I suppose the word is ambitious, not quite greedy. Really, the difference between greed and ambition is whether people approve of it, methinks. You know, if I gotta get the assets, but I have someone tell me they'd be happy to update my VR model. Oh, that's very nice. Happy for you on that. Oh, there's my penny again. I'm just playing with it a bit too much. Assets be pricey. Don't I know it? Oh my. If I ever get good at making models, then I could really be rich making things for VTubers, because VTubing is an expensive hobby, you know? And, I mean, it hasn't been for me because I've done so many things myself, right? If I, like, you know, it is what it is. I don't know what to say about it, other than my Gucci suit is $25 to $30. Wowie whoa. Boing. I mean, as far as suits go in real life, that's not very much. My eyes keep widening more than I expect them to on the screen there. And that's silly. Yeah. I've forgotten what I was... There's a penny again. I keep on dropping it. I need to stop playing with it because I'm going to keep dropping it. Let's see if I can get it with my feetsies, so I don't have to bend over to pick it up again. There we go. And we will set it in a responsible place where I will not mess with it. And I will immediately pick up this pen and start messing with that instead. Because I can take this pen apart. This pen doesn't even have any ink in it because I used it all. Beam, bomb, beam. A lot of it was at CISA last year. This art school I went to. Was it last year? Might have been. It was a little while ago. I am so impatient with these shaders. I thinks we skip. I did my best. I sure did. But I just could not wait. If it keeps lagging, then I don't like the audio. Because that stutteriness is not good. Nobody wants to listen to it. Nobody wants to listen to the stutteriness. I feel like that's gotta be canon. I wear Louis Vuitton while you made me. While you feel me like a homemade or mom pop shop dress is kind of good. Well, yeah. Yeah, I think that's probably fair enough. I very much would go thrifting for my things. Oh, it's still doing it, huh? Oh well. But yeah, I very much, I mean, I put everything I can together myself. Like, for stream avatars, actually, I should really get around to making my own stream avatars, English? Sorry, I feel like you're on that message. Yeah, no, it's no worries at all. It's just not quite some of the, like, mom pop shop is not something you hear people say here. At least, not proper English, yeah.
Network.
Oh, I understand. See, mom and pop is what you meant. I thought you meant like a shop that popped up and left like Spirit Halloween or something for some reason. So I just confused myself after all. Hang on, I don't need to search, I need to create. I'm a silly for that. I did not pay attention. Whoops, I did not mean to. All regions, room type, normal, rematch, infinite. Room policy. I don't actually care about that. Capacity is 9. And allowed here. Manual ID. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Boing. Now we're in.
Welcome.
The audio just does a little stutter every now and then. My mind was more on the you feel me like, oh, I glossed right over that. I didn't even notice that. No, that is not proper English either. I completely did not notice. I'm gonna put in chat here. I'm gonna put the room code. We can end this, can we not? Guess we gotta switch over here. We'll pin that at the end of the stream or manually. Then we'll go back here. I don't know why the audio is being like this. Sorry about that. I did update some things recently. Updated some drivers. I guess they might not, like, here, let's, where's my terminal? Let's get a terminal out here. Because it's totally possible that there's a, Pipewire update or something. I think I saw something about a Pipewire update for Steam that I was missing. I thought it did that on its own, but we'll see. Looks like there's some things to upgrade. Python, I mean, I feel like doing an apt upgrade right now is a bit risky, but I'm gonna do it anyway. I like to do things. Yes, because if I look at these, none of these are for Pipewire, but you know they're updates anyway. And I don't mind them getting updated. Something new for Visual Studio Code, apparently. Might as well. Might as well. Put it in here. Then, updating Python. It sure is. I can show you guys what it looks like right now. This is what it looks like. Ooh, ooh. It's at 6%. This might take a bit for some reason. Could be that it's taking some CPU. But yeah, Python was one of the things it's upgrading. Python 3 distribution upgrade. Here. Let's see what this is about, maybe. Mm-hmm. Well, okay, but so this is interesting. I don't use ALSA or Pulse. I use Pipewire. Pipewire Pulse is the sort of better. I work with AI stuff, so I've been in the trenches of Python version package compatibility, updating Python. Yeah, how is that, by the way? Because I know, like, because a lot of people aren't fans of AI. I'm not a fan of AI generatively at all, but I'm curious to see what it's like working with it. Because, I mean, I'd imagine, like, it would never give you quite what you want. You know, like, if I give the same input to an AI twice, it's not going to give me the same output, which I imagine makes debugging much harder, you know? But I guess with AI, you're always just going for good enough, right? Like, what kinds of things do you do with it? I'm not a fan of generative AI or anything is generally making the world worse. If you're working with, like, machine learning, that's interesting. I'm curious what you do. I'm going to stand by in training mode, just so I have something to do with my hands. Game's lagging. Why? AI has only two good uses, construction and underwater robots. Well, see, my opinion is that, like, we should be using AI to automate, like, customer service, you know? But I don't want the people who work in customer service to go out of a job, because we don't have any social safety nets to keep them from dying if they don't have a job. But, like, ideally, but, like, customers are terrible. I don't want people to have to interact with customers. I'd rather have robots do that. But I don't want people to die because they aren't interacting with customers. So, that's a tricky. It's certainly lagging, isn't it? Huh. Bit concerning. Wonder why that is. Oh my. That ain't normal at all. Computer vision. Done some medical imaging diagnosis on x-rays, but I also haven't gotten a job after a year of applications, so job market's real bad. Yeah, even, like, my dad, who's worked in computers for, like, all his life, for the last, like, 20 years, basically. He's, like, very high level. For quite a while, he was at a level where all his coworkers were basically his friends because they were the only people who knew the job. So he'd go to a new company and they'd just be working with the same people. But yeah, even he's had layoffs recently. You know, he's had to find new jobs, and that sound is crunchy? Absolutely, yeah. First social safety net, then use AI to fill the kind of garbage or dangerous jobs. Absolutely, yes. So, that's some lag. Which means we should probably work on... What do I do about that? I suppose I force it to use experimental again. Really sorry to hear that. I hope things are going better for him now. Yeah, he's got a job currently. He's been interviewing at places because, like, he's got skills. I've been at working about a bottom of the barrel job for 2 years, and 2 years of looking, I've gotten nothing new work-wise. Yeah, like, my dad's been able to find new places. It's just a bit harder now, you know? Especially because he's, you know, we're in America, and he's basically a very valuable worker. And companies don't really want to pay someone how much he's worth, you know? So it's a little tricky. But yeah, he's got some interviews lined up. It's Been looking. The markets are just kind of dog water right now. They really are. Because it gets to be a point where you can't make infinitely more profit, so you have to start cutting expenses. So that means cutting people, which is mean, and you're rude. And you should... It's still doing it. But why? I can try turning down some settings. Don't know how much that'll help though. Hmm. Because it was working fine last time. I'm listening to it closely. Hi, Sally. It's good to see you, huh? Nice surprise indeed. Guilty Gear's lagging a bit. You know, I'm a bit surprised by that. VSync on, perhaps? No, that probably won't help. See, if I do this, it goes low on everything, huh? How odd. That's unusual. More often than not, here, if I go... It is very odd. Very odd indeed. It doesn't normally lag, but I did update my graphics drivers today. Right? As part of trying to get things to work with the Slime VR. So that could have been it. Like, that could be the thing. How am I today? I'm doing pretty good. Like I said, I got full body tracking in VR working, which is pretty awesome. Oh boy, it's laggy. What is the case? Very strange, very strange. Very strange, very strange. Let's see what NVIDIA SMI says. I've been having some crunchy deep fried streams recently too. Yeah, I get that. So NVIDIA SMI here says, you know what it was? I think it was NVTop. Here we go. This is showing me what my graphics card is up to. Alright, and then if I get another tab out with HTOP, you can see if it's a performance issue. You found a new roguelike? That's awesome. Yeah, it looks like my computer just can't handle it right now, huh? I joined the GGS lobby, but I've literally never played against another person because I know I'd get demolished. Well, how are you gonna improve if you never play against another person, right? But yeah, it looks like my memory isn't being overused, but it's being very used. Like, that's a lot of memory being used. Huh. Guilty Gear doesn't normally take this much CPU. So that's unusual. Even when it looks like this, gosh. Alright, well, here, we're gonna close it. Then I'm actually just gonna uninstall and reinstall. This is gonna take a while, but I have time. But normally it does not take that much CPU. Something's a bit strange. It might be that I changed my graphics driver. Nuclear option, go. Yeah. It shouldn't take that long. I'm surprised that when you opened that, there was just a gif of a streaming cat. Wait, when I opened what? I don't think that... When did that... I don't think that happened. I think you're making things up, Mental Mario. But anyways, you know, I should probably keep my H-top open. Just in case. If we look now... No, it looks like Steam is taking up a lot of the CPU right now. So what I'm thinking, actually... Okay, we'll let it finish downloading, and then we'll shut Steam down completely and reopen it. Because it does look like it's taking a lot more CPU than it should. Or at least there's something about Steam that's taking a lot more CPU than it should. Like, your PC is just screaming in pain. Oh, it's not that bad. Right? It's not overheating or anything. It might be overheating a little, but I've been having some weird errors lately caused by Steam lately on Windows as well. I'm pretty sure that this is because I switched my graphics card settings. I'm gonna be so real. I'm almost certain that's what's causing it. Because if I... Whoops, I clicked the wrong thing. If I go settings, additional drivers. So today, before today, I was using... oh, definitely. Yeah. I also hope you're still doing well, Sally. I don't know if I asked you properly. Before today, I was using 550, I think. No, 560. I think I was using 560 before today. And then I switched to 565. It was either 550 or 560. And then I switched to 565. So I'm pretty sure that's what's causing it. But the thing is, I can't switch back. Are you doing good? That's good to hear. I can't switch back without restarting my computer, because that's how drivers work, right? They don't really turn off when back on. So, I'm after stream. Hello, my very... Hi, Grace. I know you're very gay. Or at least I do now. I don't know if you've mentioned before. Either way, I'm not surprised. You probably have mentioned, and I'm just forgetful. But either way, we can't switch back our drivers until later. I can, however, click this for now. You know? I'll just move this over here. I'm sure this won't cause any problems. I'm sure it will cause zero problems at all. And nothing bad will happen. Funny how very much nothing bad will happen. And you don't have to worry at all. I can just switch my graphics drivers. It might mean I have to redo some things for the Slime VR stuff, but not much. I'm in need of a maid to vacuum every day for a while. Too bad you are far. I know, it's so sad, and all you'd have to pay me with was a maid outfit. It'd be so cheap. We are all just a little itty-bitty gay. Perhaps. Or perhaps not. Perhaps most of us are very gay. No, some of us are extremely gay. Yes. She's my maid. You're right, Sharky. I am yours. This is gonna take a while. It would help if I wasn't streaming, because then my bandwidth would all be going here. But you know, we can watch the fun download go. Look at the numbers. Boom. Wow. You are also extremely gay. You're right. Look at this fun graph. Can make it bigger. Whoa, look at the graph. Isn't that the Nickelback thing? I never listened to the actual song. I only saw the memes. You'd know a thing or two about that. Hee hee. Now, I do have to wonder where this. It's still doing that. I wonder if this will actually apply or not while I'm going. I'm not even sure the other voice won't talk to me about it. Fair enough. I'm very curious to see if this actually applies, like, immediately. It shouldn't. Oh, 50 squats from Grace. That's something to do, huh? We're gonna switch right over here. We're gonna go bing. Hang on. It's this one, this one, this one, and this one. Technically speaking, the slime VR could probably help with the tracking here. Hey, is it working, or did I kill everything? Is everything broken now? Did I ruin it? No? You're okay? You're just fine? Encoding overload? Don't do that to me. Okay, it stopped. It's nice to me now. It's back again. Clearly, it doesn't like this. We're gonna try and do these quickly. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Because this was probably uses computer vision for the tracking. It probably uses GPU. Yeah, probably. Yeah, so it's a little laggy right now. It'll be fine in the future. Just tonight's gonna be a little laggy, I guess. 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. There's my alarm. 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30, 31, 32, 33, 34, 35, 36, 37, 38, 39, 40, 41, 42, 43, 44, 45, 46, 47, 48, 49, 50. Whew. And Micro Geo is first. How silly of you. How silly that no one else redeemed it, huh? And then we're just gonna put it right back on face only. Probably don't want to be wasting the resources right now, huh? Clearly I am first here. Oh, so clearly. Put that there. Okay. So, where'd my HTOP go? Did I close it? Oh, I did not. Minimize this. But yes. Switch to that one. So now I'll switch when we restart. Make a first leaderboard for your away screen. That's actually a really cool idea. Let's see. In order to implement that, I'd need my webhooks. So I need to ask on Tilde Town if I'm allowed to use it for my Twitch bot. Right? Because if I am, that opens up a lot of possibilities. I can program whatever I want and it'll work. So it would be really easy if I can have my Twitch bot hosted somewhere. Because if it can't be hosted on Tilde, then I'd have to purchase a web server for it to be hosted on. And it could be pretty cheap. It could be like $2 a month. But that's still $2 a month that I'm not making right now. So I'd be losing money if I did that, you know? Unless there's some extension or something to keep track of it that I don't know about. But if I can have it hosted, then it's a really easy thing to do that I've already done like 90% of the work for. So that's cool. It's a cool idea. Sorry that this Guilty Gear stream is very little Guilty Gear so far. Reinstalling it probably is not going to help at all. I'm going to be honest. And I'm just as silly for doing it. I probably should not have done it. Because like we already knew what the problem was. It was the graphics driver, we thought. Silly me, huh? I mean, if you guys are willing, I can restart my computer really quick. But, I mean, that's up to you, I suppose. We also don't know how well that'd actually help. It'd be kind of strange to restart stream, but not unheard of, especially with all the other issues we've had recently, huh? Where is my H-top? I want it. Woo, 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 woo. Excuse you. I've gotten a really silly goal recently. Oh yeah, tell me about it. Just did your shot? Awesome, mine's tomorrow. Play Q-op while you wait? I don't know what that is. Never heard of that before. Let's see what we can find. Whop. Trying to get 300 followers without getting affiliated? Well, that's... You flipping Genji ears. Well, I'm sorry, Grace. But the games I grew up with were like Pokemon Red version and what else? Tetris. Tetris, Angry Birds also. Don't know. Let's see. QW. Oh, I see. So I'm 2 away for 100. How far is 300? I see. How interesting. Oh, I see. So this tenses the muscles. Okay. This game gave me brain cramps in high school. So real. Had not seen this since elementary school computer lab. Yeah. So this extends the leg. Hum. So very curious. Okay. Interesting. What the Q off. Yeah. This is representative of my athletic skill, huh? Fair enough. Take me back to 2012. Yeah. I'm curious about it. You almost swore it? No, I did not. I would never. No, 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 no. Ah, oh, darn. New Vesta. This is a rage game? Is it now? Guilty Gear's done. Now I can get out of here. Alright. Here we are. It's just finalizing. The unfortunate thing is that was a waste of time. This is what H-Top's looking right now. It's not great. Guy who made Q Up also made Getting Over It. Oh, how interesting. Didn't know that. Now this is the highest one, huh? How odd. Because this should be a GPU process, but it isn't right now. At least it doesn't seem to be. Oops. Where'd my... Here. Computer is doing the lags today. Mm-hmm. Because if we go H-Top... No, we had H-Top. We want NV-Top. No GPU to monitor, huh? Oh, I guess that's because I reset the graphics drivers. So it would have removed the old ones. Alright. I guess that makes sense. I'm just a silly for that. So, don't go away. I'm gonna reboot my computer really, really quickly, okay? Nobody go anywhere. Alright, this is all expected. Just, I'm gonna open up my phone so I can keep talking to you guys through chat. I'm just gonna reboot my computer real quick. Going away, so I have work. Be back soon. Okay, Grace, it was great having you here, though. Thanks for your squats. Alright, we're gonna just be right back. Here, I'll even send you guys to my be right back screen. Isn't that kind of funny?